What's up, guys? Welcome to my first video on the YouTube channel, my introduction of my 1990 Mazda Miata. Alrighty guys, so this is just going to be a short video introducing you guys to my car. Today I would like to just explain all the different flaws that are with the car right now and things that I need to fix to get drifting in the future as much as I can. So definitely the first issue that I'm going to have to address is I have a power steering leak. Something small that just needs to get figured out. I have certain bolts on the car that are cross-threaded that I need to get figured out. Just certain little things, little flaws around the car that definitely need to get done before I do anything else. I'm excited because the next few months here, I'm going to be getting started on my YouTube channel, getting everything up and running, and starting to really dive into this Miata and getting all these 30-year-old parts out and fixing as much as I can. I really want to push this Miata to its limits and try to, involve myself in some competitions and really see what I can do. So basically, I'll explain to you guys. I've already done my first drift event. I went to Club Loose about December of last year, and it was the best time I've ever had in my life. So let me explain to you, before we get to the drift event and talk about that, what happened a little bit before that. So basically, the night before the drift event, I was about to change the gasket on the thermostat housing. And let's just say I had a little bit of an issue. So essentially, I don't know if you see, but my coolant temperature sensor isn't even plugged up, and I can explain why. So essentially, I snapped one of these bolts inside the coolant thermostat housing. Not fun. If you've ever had to do this, I feel so sorry for you. But basically, me and my buddy, I called my mechanic buddy over, Gabe. He has helped me so much with this car. He has put so much time into this. I appreciate him so much. I'm probably going to put the link to his YouTube channel down in the description below. But we literally spent 14 hours on that coolant thermostat housing all night just to be able to make it to the drift event. The little gasket turned into a 14-hour job, and it was just not fun. But we got it figured out. We went to the drift event the next day, and I'll continue from there. So we get everything figured out with the coolant thermostat housing, and everything's all dandy. So I head to the drift event with my dad the next day, and we get everything figured out. Get all the correct stuff that we need for the track, toolkit, jack stands, fire extinguisher, all the basic equipment that we need. So we get to the track, and first at Club Loose, they start you in Group C, which is the skid pad. And I was super excited to get out and drifting on a track rather than some warehouses. And it was so fun. So about 2 runs went by, and I kept spinning out, kept messing up on figure eights and stuff like that, because they have you do figure eights around the cones. And so I kept messing up a little bit, and I was like, damn, okay, I really need to correct this. And so I put on my favorite playlist, and I just went all out. And basically, after a couple more runs, the official there at Club Loose came up to me and was like, hey man, I would really like for you to be a little bit more consistent, and we're definitely looking at moving you up to B class. At this point at the drift event, I wasn't even thinking about making it in a B class because that's on the main track with everybody else. What's great about B class is there's no tandems allowed. You're not allowed to get close to anybody and stuff like that. So you can kind of be comfortable as a driver out on the track if you spin out and stuff like that. So I was super, super excited to make it to B class. But after a couple more runs, the guy pulled me aside and said, hey, you're making it to B class. Go get your sticker, and I'll see you on the track. And so I was unbelievably stoked because, guys, I'll be honest with you right now, I don't have a welded diff. I don't have an e-brake. I don't have a lot of stuff. All I had was some grippy 205 50-15 tires in the front and 195s in the back. It's set up exactly how it was set up at the track. These are the same tires I ran. They freaking ran so long, and it was amazing. But yeah, I was so stoked to make it to B class. huge step forward in being able to push forward and try to get into A-class eventually. But I got some huge plans for the Miata for the next couple of months. I'm going to be documenting everything on the YouTube channel and trying to film and do as much as I can. I know people are pretty interested in Miatas. There's a lot of videos out there, and I'm going to try to make mine unique because I want the experience of watching my YouTube videos for you guys to really enjoy them. That's really all I want. And, you know, I want you guys to enjoy the car as much as I enjoy driving it. So I think it's super cool to be able to document the car and document what's going to get done with it. But yeah, enough of my rambling. So I got some big plans. So I'm going to kind of go over what I have right now and what's going to go in the car eventually. Alrighty, so I have this built engine in the corner here. I bought it for $400. It has ARP head studs, upgraded bearings, main forged rods, pistons, etc. And that's going to get sent to the machine shop and all figured out there. So that's going to eventually go in the car with a turbo and all that fun jazz. My eventual plan with that engine is to be able to push 300 horsepower. I have a welded diff over here, 1.8 welded diffs, because I'm going to go ahead and do the 1.8 conversion and do drive shaft and axle and all that, and swap it over. Because a lot of people say these are a lot stronger than the 1.6 open diffs that you weld. So I was like, let's do it. So that's going to go in the car. That's going to be the most, I need that welded diff. It needs to go in the car as soon as possible to be able to drift correctly, because I did have a VLSD at the drift event the whole entire time, and I did feel the difference in going right to left. Going to the right in the Miata was just really hard to keep angle and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, other than those two things, I mean, I got to buy everything else, and I'm going to document everything I can for you guys that I get done to the car. All the correct safety equipment, all of everything. And I will show you guys the flaws and everything that I go through with those parts. But enough of me rambling. I would like to save a lot for the next YouTube video. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the next video, but I'm sure I'll think about it. But make sure you guys click the subscribe button, because there's going to be some awesome videos going on here of Club Luz, hanging out with the buddies, etc. And I'm super excited to get this build started in the next few months. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.